Legends, do you know that bad stuff doesn't always happen for a bad reason? Let's get into it. Legends, so I'm sure you've realised that I've literally just continued to this video from yesterday's video. The little house I was at is just over there, but this place I am at right now is very important in this whole journey to me, because if you have been following me for any length of time online, before Coins Age Media there was other channels, and hopefully the wind isn't too bad in this little microphone. I'll maybe try and cover it a little bit here. There's a bit of a breeze kicking up. Yes, whenever I started to realise I'm in trouble, I need to get off painkillers. I was actually Friday evening back, you're going back about 5.5 years at this point. I was up here with the channel. I came up and got some fuel for the week for the car, and I was just walking about here, and I was just musing a little bit of my thoughts and feelings and my fears of what was happening to me. And I was like, do you know what, guys, I'm in trouble. I think I have a strong dependency on my medication. I'm going to have to go to the doctors and get stuff, and I'm scared. Literally, that was the gist of the video. That's not word for word what it was. Again, this is about 5.5 years or so back, but that was essentially what was going on. And I talked yesterday about isolation being a big part of the whole dependency and painkillers thing, and ironically for me, that's not where the isolation came from. I put that video out on my social medias, threw it up on YouTube, put it onto Facebook, and a call for help. And the entire friend circle that I had at that point, none of them even registered that video existed, or I had even said the words. And at that point, the isolation started for me, because when I came off the painkillers, if you've been following the last two videos, you'll understand, when the back goes out, for me, I can't even drive. It takes out the left leg, can't use the clutch. Back then I was working 5 days a week, 5 days a week I was at work doing my job. 2 evenings a week I was going up and down from where I live at to the north coast, and we were trying to get videos put together, me and a couple of other guys. And Sunday I was, Saturdays I was doing the same, so 5 days working, 2 evenings during the week, then a Saturday, but constantly in the car, driving up and down, trying to get videos made, short films and stuff off the ground. And on Sundays I would be going up and down to the Causeway Coast Vineyard and Coleraine that I was part of at that time, and I was doing video work for them. I was running the camera for the services on a Sunday morning, and I was doing bits and pieces of pretty much client work for them as well. And as soon as I started to try and get off the painkillers, I was just, for the first time in 15 years, no pain control whatsoever. And that's when the isolation really started for me, because within 4 or 5 weeks at the very most, the majority of the people that I would have considered friends at the Vineyard Church literally stopped talking to me. That's insane. I don't want to slag the church off. I really don't. I've got every reason on the planet to be upset at them, angry at them. They just, everything that they said they stood for when I was there, when it came to the crunch, and I was literally physically not able to even get into the car to drive, no pain medication, no pain control for the first time in 15 years. Going cold turkey, essentially, off opiates. They were nowhere to be seen. It took a full year and a half for me to get myself off painkillers. Now you're talking utter agony, and it was getting to the point now I had to break it down. You just don't go off that sort of stuff cold turkey. You need to break it down in segments, and instead of taking the 2 or 3 pills in the morning to get out of the house, I would break it down to 2, and I would start to notice the difference even at that. And you would feel the withdrawal symptoms coming up on you, even though you were still taking in medication, just not at as high a level. It is insane. You see, trying to get off that stuff, it is absolutely one of the hardest things I have ever had to do in my life. And again, that's why I want to do these videos, just so I can put this out here, so if someone else is on that boat right now, this fat idiot has been through the same situation, understands where you're at, is willing to talk to you, help you out with it as best I can, even if it's just a few words of encouragement. That's needed. I didn't have that, bar the 2 friends that was there, but I actually went to them and told them I was up here, I'm in trouble. But a lot of the people that were following me through the videos and whatnot, well, that I thought was following me and the videos and whatnot, again, the vineyard, these guys were constantly, well, how's the videos going? And I was like, the videos is going great. Are you watching them? Are you really enjoying them? They're like, they're brilliant. Keep it up. You're doing God's work and all that sort of stuff. But literally, all they were looking at me, in hindsight right now, was that free camera work on a Sunday morning and some free promotional work for upcoming things that they were doing. But literally, when it came to the crunch and I put out the videos and the social media, I'm in trouble, need help. They were nowhere to be found. So that's where the isolation came from for me. That year and a half, if you're about to start your own journey and kicking off the painkillers, it is one of the hardest things that you're going to do in your life. And I feel for you, I really, really do, because you're looking at a lot of sleepless nights. You're looking at a lot of pain. You're looking at a lot of withdrawal symptoms that are going to drive you up the wall. It's cold shivers, the works. It's nasty stuff, depending on how bad the condition has you. And yes, when I started this video off, I says bad things don't always happen for a bad reason. Let's finish this off on a high note, because this is probably going to be the last video I do on the subject. In hindsight, right now, as I'm coming up on the 4th anniversary of having no painkillers in my system, I'm literally a few weeks off it at this point. Looking back on it right now, would I change anything that I went through up to this point? No. Bar probably not letting people take advantage just quite as badly as what they did at a time. But looking back on it now, I'm thankful I had to go through that challenge, because it's made me a much stronger person for having gone through it. And it has gotten me ready for modern life, let's just say. We all know what happened in 2020. The whole world changed forever, and we're still in the throes of it now at the beginning of 2021, and we're all in a situation of being isolated from a lot of stuff. And if I didn't go through the whole dependency on painkillers thing and go through that whole recovery time, that year and a half where pretty much everyone that I considered a friend pretty much turned their back on me, because I wasn't constantly jumping into the car and driving down and doing stuff for people. I wasn't doing that, and when that happened, that showed me that the people that I was willing to jump over oceans for wouldn't even dip their toe in a puddle to reach me in my time of need. So going through all that, getting through that year and a half, coming out the far end of that, when I finally was able to get up that morning, not take any painkillers, go through the day's work, get home, take no painkillers, get signed up to the gym, start going to that, building the core muscles up. If I didn't get through any of that, we would have hit 2021, and I don't know if I would have been able to deal with the whole situation that we're currently in the world right now, because I, up to that point, was one of these people that really did need, friends and people around me, and someone to give me a pat on the back for stuff that I was doing. And I've hit 2020 and 2021, and I am thriving right now. And that's not to take away from the stresses that we're all under. Completely get it. We're all feeling it. We really are. We're all feeling it. Like, my heart goes out to everyone. But I don't know if I was still that person that was constantly needing that interaction with people, running up and down to a church that at the end of the day didn't give a flying damn about me. I don't know how I would have handled lockdown. But thankfully, through that nasty, bad time and what happened, I was pretty much given a crash course in what 2020 was going to be. And when we had it, the whole place closed down. I was ready for it. There was absolutely no change to my life whatsoever when all this had taken place. So, looking back on it now, I look at the whole painkiller thing as a blessing in disguise, because before that happened, I had I think I had about 3 chins at a point now, and you can clearly see that there's only 1 chin on the fat boy right now. I'm in the best physical condition of my life. I'm happy, I'm contented. Right now I'm not where I want to be, because it has, through it all, has also proven that I don't think Northern Ireland is my final destination. I don't think the UK is my final destination and the stuff that I want to do. And it's given me a new blast of motivation to get up, turn on the camera, record videos for you guys. These last 3 videos have had external sound recording on them. That's a lot of work for me. But I probably will go back to the half-assed just onboard camera sound, because the vlogs, it's not ideal to do external audio recording on these videos with the sort of stuff that I like to do, but I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. It's I don't know how to finish this off. I really don't. I just feel incredibly blessed to be at the point I am at right now, because the hard times, they come at you for a reason. And the reason for me was, I was at a point where I was getting older, I was getting fatter, I was getting, I was just letting life pass me by. I was settling for whatever the heck was coming along. I was jumping over oceans to do stuff for people that wouldn't dip their toe in a puddle to help me out. And if I hadn't have went through that, that year and a half, I've been completely isolated from my friends' circle, my church, my ex-church. If I hadn't been through that, I probably still would have been at this point of the game, backing everybody up and doing my best to, do stuff for people 100% for free and, get absolutely no reward for it whatsoever. And it was just, my health was suffering and it was just a bad place to be in. So looking back on that year and a half, I wouldn't change it for the world right now, because the man that's recording this video now, he's not the same guy that was recording videos 5 years ago. This is the person that the hard times has crafted, and I like him a lot, and I can't wait to actually see where the rest of this journey is going to take me. Again, I don't believe Northern Ireland or the UK is the final destination for me. That's why I'm hammering down on these videos, to see where they take me, doing the podcast stuff. I'm putting the indie film stuff, I'm putting that on hold right now, because as much as I enjoy doing the independent films, financially it's not a sound idea. It's really, really not. The only time I'm going to even consider going back to doing that sort of stuff again is when I can build these sorts of things to a point where, it's a financially viable option. Again, this isn't the guy that was making videos 5 or 6 years ago. This is the guy, the version of me 5 or 6 years ago would be on his knees begging people to help me get an independent film made. That's who it was then. Painkillers happened, hit the hard times, hit the skids, didn't get help, had to go through it on my own, bar the 2 friends that were actually, there to help me out. But the people, if I was to make a list of the people that I thought would have been there at the beginning that actually weren't, I'd be sorely disappointed. Sorely disappointed, especially in the Causeway Coast Vineyard, because they're all on for the whole healing in the streets thing, healing through prayer. Wasn't even offered to me. So yes, that's where we stand, and that's how it happened, and that's where I am now. That's the person I am, and wouldn't change it for the world. The bad times come for all of us, but it's how we handle them. That's the thing. You need to be tough, and you need to find your own strength. You can't depend on other people all your life. That's a huge mistake I made. I thought these guys would have been there, but they weren't, and fought my way through. I'm a better person for it. So again, just to finish off this little series of videos, here's rodders@gmail.com. If you're in that place, you need someone to talk to, you're feeling isolated, I'm here for you. Drop an email, or if you're confident enough to put it in the public comments, feel free to do it. I would gladly give you that support that I didn't have. So take care of yourselves, guys, and I'll talk to you in the next video.